Welcome back. I'm Kyle Marcel. Some big news in high school football. Former Seminole defensive back Kes McCorvey has been relieved of his duties at McClay High School. E.J. Manuel has been passed the responsibility of leading the Florida State Seminoles, and he doesn't plan on throwing it away. It's official. Bobby Bowden will retire. The man who practically built the Florida State football program from the ground up is stepping down following the team's bowl game. And he does hope that his last game will be in Florida, which more than likely would put it in the Gator Bowl in Jacksonville, or it could be in the Chick-fil-A Bowl in Tampa. Either way, it'll be a sad day in football when a great coach like Bowden leaves the game. For FAMU TV 20, I'm Kyle Marcel. Many bars and pubs like this one expect to be very packed this weekend because if you haven't already heard, the super fight between the #1 pound-for-pound boxer Manny Pacquiao and the WBO welterweight title holder Miguel Cotto takes place this Saturday, November the 14th in Las Vegas. The fight will be aired on HBO pay-per-view, and there is historical significance to the fight as Manny Pacquiao hopes to be the first person to hold a title in 7 different divisions. For FAMU TV 20 at 5, I'm Kyle Marcel. Thanks, Tiffany. I'm here in front of the Senate room where the Student Government Association Student Senate voted 9-4 and 16 against in a motion to impeach SGA President Gallup Franklin. And as for why he was impeached, Senate President Asia McFarland says the motion against President Franklin came because he has not yet appointed a Chief Justice.
And who do you think will replace him and when?
Well, Tiffany, he's not yet officially been removed because this is just the first step in the process, and a timetable for appointing a replacement if he is officially removed from office has not been set. For FAMU TV 20, I'm Kyle Marcel. It's the question at the beginning of every fall, but we may have to ask if we are ready to go without football. With months before the season is set to start, fans like Joe Montenegro are optimistic, but he says bars will be affected if there is no football.
It changes it, but it's not going to stop me from going to bars and stuff. It's just going to be different.
Negotiations continue to take place, and after 25 hours of meetings in 4 days, Charlie Batch, a member of the NFL Player Association's executive committee, says things are going well, but business owners are still concerned.
No football on Sundays, we would probably see a significant amount of money lost.
Henderson says local businesses are preparing for the worst as CBA talks continue. The biggest issues separating the owners and players are how to divide about $9 billion in annual revenues, season expansion, a rookie wage scale, and benefits for retired players. For News 20 at 5, I'm Kyle Marcel. It's raining cats and dogs outside today, and if you're waiting on your financial aid, you probably wish it was raining money. Between iRattler crashing and delays in disbursement, Florida A&M University students like Simone McDaniel are left playing the waiting game.
And we're always waiting until February, March, and sometimes even the end of the semester, which is unacceptable to the students because some of these students rely on this, as well as I do, rely on to pay bills.
McDaniel says although she is still waiting on her net check, she was able to buy her books thanks to FAMU book vouchers. FAMU Vice President for Student Affairs William Hudson Jr. says it has to go through different levels of approval before money is dispersed.
A lot of people feel that financial aid is the source of both providing the money and dispersing it, but really you cannot have that located in 2 places, the same place.
The majority of students have already begun to receive their net checks, and if you haven't received one, Dr. Hudson recommends that you make sure you don't have any holds. For News 20 at 5, I'm Kyle Marcel. With age comes wisdom, and in this case, old age also brings immunity. Well, at least from the H1N1 virus. According to the Center of Disease Control, only 8% of swine flu deaths are among people 50 and older, compared to 90% of deaths with the seasonal flu. However, many seniors like Alan Miller say you still should be conscious of it.
One would have to be slightly dappy not to have a concern about something as serious as this, and if certain things around like this virus break out locally here, I'm going to be very much concerned, believe me.
However, the priority for the H1N1 flu shot goes to children between 6 months and 18 years old, pregnant women, and healthcare workers. Because priority for the H1N1 flu shot goes to people who are under 50 years old, The medical executive director for the Leon County Health Department, Marjorie Kerr, says seniors should be cautious.
Even though they may not be getting this particular virus as often, if they do get sick with it, if they do get the flu from this or the seasonal flu, they are more prone to complications.
Kirsch recommends seniors to take the same precautions you would take with the seasonal flu, which includes washing your hands, getting a seasonal flu shot, and staying 6 feet away from people who cough. For FAMU TV 28.5, I'm Kyle Marcil.